What can you do with a piece of land the size of 200 football fields? Build a factory? Turn it into a landfill? We decided to plant the future here. This is the story of how a single unique tree can clean the planet and create a new industry. Welcome to the 144 hectares of Phoenix Garden. Hello everyone, my name is Maxim Zakharov. I am the CEO of the Phoenix Garden project. Right now, we are here on our plot in the Astrakhan region, which covers 144 hectares. At the moment, it's just land, but in the near future, a unique forest of fast-growing Paulownia trees will appear here. Today, I will tell you about and show you our property. And why did we choose the Paulownia tree, which is both the future of ecology and an investment? Let's go. Now, please look at the screen, and you will see a satellite image of our plot. Point number one is the very place where we are right now. This is the beginning of our property, and it is located near the highway. This road, if you look, was built quite recently, and along it on that side runs a power line. So there is electricity here. From this side all the way to those hills in the distance, all of that is our property. The perimeter is about 5 kilometers, or just imagine for a moment that's over 200 football fields. That's a lot, isn't it? And now I'd like to go back a bit with you. There's a body of water there where I'd like to tell you a couple of interesting things. Let's go. And here is that very stream. It's a small river that runs, let's say, parallel to our plot, thanks to which we'll have a water supply. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. Here, in the middle of spring, there's a flood, yes, high water, when the river overflows its banks. But if you look at this system of sluices, it's thanks to them that the water level here is regulated to exactly what we need for irrigation. Not a drop more, as they say. So our plot is safe. Now we're heading to the second point of our plot. So while we're driving, and we've already been on the road for more than 4 minutes, you can see that the area is really vast. All of this is our property. Now we've arrived at the second point of our plot, deeper inside. If you also look at the satellite image on the screen, we sometimes call this area the tail. Actually, we didn't want to take this part for one simple reason. If you look here, everything is overgrown, let's say, with reeds. In other words, we also call it cane. We don't know what to do with it. But we were told that people from the nearby villages use it for their own needs. So we don't really mind. Come and take it. And for us, it will be a small bonus, let's say a little extra income for working capital. Now here's what I'd like to say here. Here, our main plan is that behind these reeds runs the very same irrigation canal, yes, which will supply us with water, the main line, and we'll install a water pumping station there. It's about 150 meters to that point. And here on this side, we will definitely put up a fence around all of this, yes. First and foremost, this is to protect against large and small livestock, and of course against hares. They all love bark, and they all love, accordingly, the leaves. So what else do we want to do here? In order for us to be able to draw water, we need to get a license. Yes, a permit, so this is very important. And thanks to this, we will have the main source of water supply for our plot. This will help us run the irrigation system from both sides of our plot. For us, this is a huge advantage. And now, to the most important thing, the half-moon tree. Why this particular one? This cut here is about 1.5 years old. If you look here, well, I think you can see it. There's one ring, right? And here, the second ring is just starting to form. This means that the tree grows to about 6 to 8 meters. Can you imagine how fast that is? Isn't it amazing? Right next to it is a finished timber beam. This tree is 8 years old. It's very light. People also call it the aluminum tree in everyday language. It's very strong and can withstand 3 times the load of regular wood like pine. Furniture, musical instruments, and construction materials are made from this wood, yes? And most importantly, I know for sure that it's also used for making surfboards. But the main thing is phytoremediation. These remarkable trees will literally draw harmful toxins out of the deep soil and the surrounding water. Their huge, expansive leaves act just like giant natural filters, effectively absorbing carbon dioxide from the air. We are essentially building a massive natural plant to help clean and restore the entire planet. So we've arrived at the final point of our site, the third one. It's located not far from the federal highway. The entrance was roughly from over there, yes, about 200 meters away. This, let's say, is the heart of our project. This is where all our infrastructure begins, if you look at it this way. But first, there's something I want to say. First, back in the day, actually, let me show you right now. There's a lot of shell rock here, see? This means that this plot, yes, it used to be flooded, and quite well at that. And we were told that rice used to be grown here. Water was supplied from that side of the plot. Here it is, a small pipe, even a piece of it remains. And if you look here, these are the embankments, yes, these artificial ones created by people. But all of this was a long time ago, about 20 years back. But that's not what we're talking about now. What are we planning? From the entrance where we drove in, we plan to bring in electricity, yes. That is, we will also be getting permission for this, yes, for a certain number of kilowatts to cover all our needs. We will also be installing a barrier and fencing there. Also, from there in the same direction, there will be trailers for living, some storage facilities where all the agricultural machinery will be kept, equipment will be stored, and some small-scale industrial productions like a sawmill or a pelletizer. On this side, if we look along this embankment, I'll talk about it a bit later, here we plan to build a greenhouse on an industrial scale, about 900 square meters, which will allow us to produce around 10 to 15,000 seedlings per year during the season. Next to this greenhouse, we will install water storage tanks, where all the fertilizers, micro and macro elements and so on will be mixed. But the main question is, where will we get the water from? Earlier, I mentioned that about 20 years ago, water used to come here from the other side of the road. There was a pipe, which was removed when they built a new road. According to our geological survey, the groundwater depth here is about 27 to 30 meters. This means that we can, so to speak, drill our own well, which, thanks to a pumping station and so on, will supply us with the amount of water we need. As you can see, the greenhouse, water and water storage tanks are all nearby, but we will need a lot of water. Of course, we understand this perfectly well, but there is a very good advantage here. Come on, let me show you something. You see, this embankment here is already finished, but it's not just any embankment. It turns out that back in the day, this was, so to speak, a drainage outlet. What does that mean? When this area was being filled, it created a very good drainage effect here. All the excess water would then flow down here. That's a big advantage for us. If you look over there, about 100 or 200 meters, maybe even more, we could deepen, widen it, and create our own artificial pond. That would only be a plus for us. In fact, this plot is just the beginning. Our Phoenix Garden project was launched through a crowd investing system. This means that each of you can become a co-owner of this land as well as the future forest. We already have a large community all over the world. We hold online and offline meetings with them, and we also show the work we've done, every step. In fact, everything we do is as transparent as possible. And in conclusion for today, I would like to say that in the near future, a vast forest will be rustling behind me, and you can become part of our big story. All our links, your personal account, and our Telegram channels are in the description below this video. Subscribe and like if you support environmental projects. And with that, I say goodbye. This was Maxim Zakharov with you. See you again in our project, and may your plantings be successful.
The project has issued 8 billion shares, 25% of which are available to investors. The price of one share right now is just a fraction of a cent. This is a venture investment in a real physical asset that grows every day. Literally,